You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It is a real beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. 60 degrees, going up to a lovely 73, so that is beautiful. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Today is Tuesday, March the 28th. Listen, I want to thank you all for reaching out and showing your love yesterday. My uncle did transition over. He passed away. And I was there, and, it was difficult, and, I think for me, death is always difficult. I don't care how much you think you're prepared for it, especially when you love people, right? When you love people, even if you don't see them every day, but you love them, it's very painful, to lose somebody. Even if you love them, and even if you don't see them every day, it's very painful. So a lot of times, when we lose somebody in my family or a friend, I think what throws me the most is my brother's reaction. Like if you know my brother's like one of the strongest men I know. But his reactions to certain things, it always throws me. Because I don't think I've ever realized how sensitive he was to so many different things. Because when you meet him, that's not what you see. You see this man that's full of confidence, and he got this swag about him. He's charming. Everybody loves him. And then when certain things happen in our family or to our friends, it's a whole different person, like a whole different person. And so, I love my uncle. He was a great man. He served in the military 20 years. He retired from the military. He had traveled the world. So he lived a full life. But it doesn't negate the pain you feel when you lose somebody. I think the comfort and when our family members and friends pass away and they have been sick, it's just the fact knowing that they're not suffering anymore, right? They're not suffering. They're not in pain, and most of the time when people get sick, they feel like they're a burden on their families. They don't feel like a burden. All of these things go away. And so even though we want to keep them around, they are better because now they're not in pain. And I think for me, my uncle was in pain with his back for years. Like, I remember us going to see my nephew play football when he played for Vanderbilt University. And he came to the game, him, my mother, my aunt, and my husband. We were all at the game. We were all at the football game in Tennessee. And his back was hurting. My mom was in a wheelchair because her legs were really bad. So, although, I miss my mother every single day, y'all. Every single day. And my uncle, I loved him dearly. That was her baby brother. But would I want them to be in pain? I would not. Like pain that's unbearable to the point where they're just miserable and they don't have a life. Like they're just here with us because we want them selfishly here so that we can talk to them. Yes, I am selfish. I would love to have my mother here to talk to us. But I know she's not in pain right now. And I know my uncle is not in pain. And I know they're all together and they're all doing well. So, the last 24 hours has been really challenging, eye-opening, and it has had me question myself about some things. It has me questioning myself, and also it has freed me of some things, right? All because of my uncle's passing away. All this stuff happened in a 24-hour time period, but the discoveries that I've had to do with him passing away. Right. And one of the things I questioned last night before I went to bed, I questioned, who I was. And was I the person that I thought I was? Right. Because I know me. I get angry about things, not easily, but about things that are unfair. I get angry easily about things that are unfair, which is why I know I probably would not have been a great activist because I probably would have been the one out there really just going crazy and fighting. So I have to do my activism in a different way. But when I see things that are unfair, I would get angry. And then when things hurt me, although I may not say anything about it, it sticks in the back of my mind and it kind of lives there. And it wasn't until, I want to say this morning, that I realized that there were things stuck in the back of my mind that had been buried down there for 20-something years. And they showed up, and I couldn't figure. So when I went to bed last night, I was asking myself some questions about myself, but I couldn't figure out the answer. This morning, the answer came to me as clear as I'm talking to you. And I was like, oh, that's why I did such and such. That's why I do such and such. It came to me that clear, right? Now, what I have to do now that I know the answer, I have to let that go. Because apparently I did not let it go when it was supposed to be let go. The other thing I discovered, because I was kind of beating myself up about something else, something that I heard last night. And I was like, why did I not do such and such, right? And I couldn't figure out why, because I know me. I know I'm a caring person. I know I'm a giving person. I know I'm this person. I know when people call me, if I can give, I will. If I can come, I will come. And I couldn't figure out why didn't I do something. And I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, why wouldn't I do that for that person, right? I was sitting here preparing for this show, and God said, this is why you did not do that for that person. And I was like, because I was beating myself up. I'm thinking, I would do that for anybody else. Why wouldn't I do it for that person? Right? Just as sure as I'm sitting here talking to you, he was like, this is why. I had forgotten, but I was kind of beating myself up because I heard a conversation and I was like, why wouldn't I do that for that person? I would do it for anybody else, right? And it came to me. This is why you wouldn't do it for that person, because you tried to do the exact same thing for that person and they told you don't. And I was like, okay. And I felt instantly better. So I've had a lot of revelations over the last 24 hours. And I'm going to miss my uncle. I want him. He played spades with me. He talked trash. Like, when I did want to play spades and he came over, he would play because he could play spades. And I love playing spades. So going to miss you, Uncle Blunt, but I know you're not in pain. Rest in heaven. Give my mother a hug for me if you can. Uncle Bubba, Annie, all of Bill, everybody. Betty, everybody. Just give them a hug. Grandma, Maddie Bell, hug them all for us and let them know we miss them and we love them, and trust me, we think about them. Even my grandmother. My grandmother was a little short, little lady like my mom. I'm short too, y'all. I ain't gonna even front. My mother and them they were shorter though. My mother was short. She was 5 feet. I think my grandmother might have been 5 feet. I don't think she was. She might have been like 4'11". She and my great grandmother. I remember them because I was 8 and 9 when they passed away. So I remember them like it was yesterday. Like that's how I got hooked on cheese. Like my grandmother used to make me the best grilled cheeses ever in this world. And ever since then, I've loved cheese. So anyway, thank you for your love and your support and your continuous prayers for my family. Death is not always easy, but it's going to come to all of us one day. So my uncle is in heaven with my mom, and they're all pain-free and carefree. So let's keep this train rolling. So today is Tuesday, March the 28th. March the 28th. It's also Respect Your Cat Day. Okay, so are you disrespecting your cat? That's all I'm trying to figure out. Are you? American Diabetes Alert Day. Let me say this, y'all. The reason my uncle succumbed to his illness is because his diabetes were out of control. That's the main reason. If you are a diabetic, please, please, please take care of yourself. Please. Because diabetes is nothing to play with. He succumbed to his illnesses because his diabetes were out of control. And so you have to make sure, if you are a diabetic, follow the rules of diabetes. Today is American Diabetes Alert Day. This is my alert to you. The reason my uncle succumbed to his illness was because of his diabetes not being properly taken care of. And that is what the medical staff told me before he passed away. Because I asked the question, and that is what they said. His blood was highly acidic because his diabetes were out of control, and it destroyed his kidney functions. So please, take care of yourself. Please. All right, it's Barnum and Belly Day. Barnum and Deli. So those are the circus people. Okay, eating Eskimo Pie Day. I do not like Eskimo pies. Never liked them. So eat Eskimo Pie Day. National Amber Day. So shout out to all the women out there whose name is Amber. National Black Forest Cake Day. That cake looked delicious. Yes, it does. National Something on a Stick Day. Whatever that is, you can eat a cake pop on a stick. You can eat a hot dog on a stick. You can eat a shish kebab. You can eat a skewer. Whatever. Put it on a stick. It's National Something on a Stick Day. National Ram Day. I don't even know what that means. National Hot Tub Day. Sounds relaxing. National Triglycerides Day. Triglycerides. That's something in your blood. So get that checked out. National Weed Appreciation Day. Okay, so I guess you got to appreciate everything, even the weeds. Even the weeds. Caleb Coffey's birthday. Happy birthday, Caleb Coffey. Don't know who you are, but happy birthday. Lady Gaga's birthday. Happy birthday, Lady Gaga. It's Virtual Advocacy Day. Virtual Advocacy Day. Reba McEntire's birthday. Happy birthday, Reba McEntire. Kate Gosling's birthday. You know Kate Gosling. I think that's the lady that had all the kids. Kate, 8 for Kate, I think. Mother of 8 kids. Yeah, she was a reality star. Jackson Wang's birthday. Happy birthday, Jackson Wang. And Vince Bond's birthday. Happy birthday, Vince Bond. These are your national days and birthdays for today. Let's keep this train rolling. Let's get on with the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thyssen for today, Tuesday, March the 28th. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. You should get out and enjoy social events who are likely to meet. You should get out and enjoy social events where you are likely to meet new potential mates. However, don't overspend. If you're looking to do something worthwhile, consider volunteer work. Things at home may be somewhat rocky. All right, Aries, listen. Fix your home front. I get out and socialize, but before you go out that door, fix your home front, baby. If things are rocky, make them smooth again. Then go out and have some fun. Now, here's the problem. You can potentially meet some new mates. Now, if your things are rocky at home, going out and potentially meet new mates could be a problem to make them even more rockier. Is that a word, rockier? I'm just saying. Taurus, you can make professional decisions today that will affect your position. Your ongoing charm and obvious talent will be admired. Taking on too much won't help the situation. All right, listen, you're going to make some professional changes that will affect your position today. Yeah. What are you going to do? Are you going to update your resume? Are you going to take new headshots? Are you going to network more with people in your space? What are you going to do? Some professional decisions that's going to help your position. Do those good things, okay? Gemini, opportunities to get involved in self-improvement projects will be rewarding. Come to your own conclusions rather than taking the word of someone else. Travel should be on your agenda. All right, look, consider the source, Gemini, because not everybody's going to tell you the truth. So come to your own conclusions without taking the word of someone else, especially the source. If that source is not known to provide truthful information, please, by all means, don't listen to them. I'm just saying. Some people can't tell the truth if it was tattooed on their forehead. They just won't do it. It's just not in them. Cancer. Jealous attitudes may lead you astray. Accept the inevitable. Lay your cards on the table regarding your personal direction. All right. Watch out for the jealous people. Now, are you the jealous person, Cancer? Right? So is it you or is it somebody else? If it's you, ask yourself why you're jealous. Right? Ask yourself why you're jealous and fix that. Because jealousy is just a bad energy situation. It is. It's bad energy. And you don't want bad energy. You want good energy. You know, you attract what you put out. If you put out good energy, you get good energy back. If you put out jealous energy, you're going to get jealous energy back. Is it you that's jealous or is it somebody in your life that's jealous? Figure it out and straighten it out. Leo, travel will be favorable. Resist overspending on luxury items. You may have more people on your domestic scene than anticipated. Your creative talents may be well recognized by others today. Okay, people are watching you, Leo. Even when you think they aren't watching you, they are watching you. They are listening and watching you. So your creative talents will be well recognized by others. I gotta tell you about something I watched yesterday, and I'll tell you after this, because it's kind of Talk Business Tuesday, and so I want to talk a little bit about business, but I got some news before I talk about business. So I'll talk about business on the other side after I go through the news. Virgo, you will have to watch out for minor health problems related to stress. You can dazzle members of the opposite sex with your quick wit and aggressive charm. Don't blow situations out of proportion. Look, don't blow them out of proportion, Virgo. Because here's the thing. When you blow them out of proportion, you just make them bigger and worse than they actually have to be. Now you got to try to figure out how to reel that thing back in and shrink it down. Here's the thing. Just don't blow it out of proportion in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Keep it small, keep it simple, and figure out a solution for it. I didn't say sweep it under the rug. I said keep it small, keep it simple, and then figure out a solution. That's what I'm saying. But don't blow it out of proportion. Just don't do that. Okay? Okay. All right, I'm going to the song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the rundown about what's going on, to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thies. And stay tuned.
So many questions that I wanna ask, but I can find the reasons why. You always find a small excuse to leave. What's your excuse to make me cry? My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. Just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. How can I love you when you're not around? How can I let you let me down, down, down? How can I long for you feeling so small? Love should be everything or not at all. My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. Just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney. Bring you the daily rundown. I keep saying a rundown. I'm trying to get to the rundown really quick. Bring you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thies. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Remain calm, and you'll shine. Passion should be your goal. Your tendency to overreact could get you into trouble. Try to make arrangements with close friends or relatives to spend a few days away. All right, Libra, spend some time away. My brother's not supposed to be going to Jersey. Well, I'm going to Jersey. I don't know if he's going. I'm going on Thursday, my husband and I. My brother's supposed to be going too. So I don't know if he's going to come now because he's actually trying to go to my uncle's funeral. I wanted to go. But you know what I said? I said, my uncle knew I loved him. He know whenever he called me and said, come, I came. And so because the funeral was not made in a way that I could attend, I probably won't make it. And it could have been made in a way that I could attend, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Anyway, remain calm and you will shine. Passion should be your goal. All right? That's what passion should be your goal today, Libra. Whatever that is. Passion. Think about passion. You know, it's so weird because I feel real good right now. And I think I feel good because there was something that was troubling me and I got some clarity, right? And whenever I have clarity about things, it fuels my passion. So, Libra, you got to find what fuels your passion and make that your goal. You have to do that because if you do that, you'll feel energized, you'll feel excited, you'll feel like ready to make things happen. When you don't have that thing, you feel weighted down. You feel stressed out. You feel confused. Like there's just something that's off, right? When you have that thing, you feel like you can go. And I had a moment where I got some clarity about something, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Scorpio, don't push your luck with your boss. Empty promises will cause confusion. Limitations will set in if you haven't followed the rules. All right, look, you need your job, Scorpio. Do you need the paycheck? I'm just saying, because if you do, I would suggest you don't push your luck with your boss today, because you need that paycheck. So listen, whatever is pissing you off, you might want to discuss it, but in a very diplomatic way. Don't push your luck and jump all out your face now, because that's your job you're talking about, and you could lose it. If you know you need the paycheck, figure out how to handle the situation in a very diplomatic way. All right, Scorpio? Sagittarius, avoid any overindulgence. Changes in your home are apparent, and you must be willing to bend if you don't want to find yourself alone. Don't overextend yourself in the process. Look, things in your house, it's happening. It's happening in your home. And here's the thing, you got to be willing to bend a little. You got to give a little to get a little. That I wrote something this morning. I put it in our family chat because I felt like it was a good message. And it needs to be shared. And as a matter of fact, I will close my day out with that, what I shared in my message to my family this morning. But you got to bend a little, Sagittarius, to get a little. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to just bend just a little bit so you can get what you want. If you're not willing to give anything, how could you be willing to get anything? I'm just saying. Capricorn, take your time. Do not make any decisions in haste. Take time to find out if anyone has a better suggestion before you make arrangements for the whole family. Those you work with may have little consideration for the underdog. All right, listen, take your time. Don't make any decisions in haste. Now, listen, I get it. Some people got to think on some things. Some people got to pray on some things. Some people got to lay on some things. Take your time, but don't take too much time, Capricorn. Don't take a whole week to make a decision, because at that point, it may be irrelevant. You know what I mean? It may be irrelevant because you took too long. I know people who can't make a decision on the spot to save their soul. And that's not a bad thing. It's just who they are. Somebody got to pray on it. Somebody got to sleep on it. Somebody got to eat over it. All of these things have to happen before they make a decision. That may be you. Take the time you need, but don't take too much time, because the opportunity or the situation may be gone because you're taking too much time to make the decision, Capricorn. Ooh, Lord. Aquarius. Opportunities to meet new lovers will evolve through your interaction with groups or fundraising functions. Travel will enhance romance and adventure. Your need to get away could lead you into greater debt. All right, Aquarius, I know you want to go somewhere, baby. You want to go to Maldives. You want to go to Dubai, but it's going to get you into a lot of debt. A lot of it. My daughter did a cost for a trip to Maldives, right? Now, I don't know anything about Maldives. She always talks about Maldives. I don't know anything about Maldives. You know, I know that I want to go to not Rome. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Italy, and I want to go to Africa, right? Those are my places, and Bali. So Bali is in there too. So Bali, Greece, Italy, and Africa. Those are the places. Let me tell y'all why I want to go to Bali. I saw Eat, Pray, Love. And when I saw Eat, Pray, Love, I was like, I want to go to Bali. And I think I might even want to go to Costa Rica. So Costa Rica got a lot of healing stuff going on there. Like, I feel like I need to go and be healed. And I see a lot of people who go to Peru and Costa Rica to be healed. Now, I don't know if I want to go to Peru, but Costa Rica, Costa Rica, I might want to go to Costa Rica. I've heard people who went to Costa Rica and they came back brand new people. I need healing. I already know I need healing. I got a lot of stuff. I want to say something else, but it's a family show, so I'm going to say stuff. I got a lot of stuff that needs to be healed. And I know that. And the older I get and the more I listen to my inner self, I realize I got some stuff that needs to be healed. So Costa Rica is on my map. It used to didn't be, but I've heard a lot of people go to Costa Rica and they get healed from things, right? Anyway, whatever you do, Aquarius, I know you want to travel, but just don't let it get you into a lot of debt. Just all. Find something local that you can do that can be just as fun, just as relaxing, but cost less money. All right? All right. Last but not least, my fellow fish, Pisces. Sudden changes at home will affect your family members more than you anticipated. Your sensitivity towards those you love will capture their hearts. Emotional deception is evident. All right, look. All right. Listen here. Emotional deception is evident. All right, I'm looking out for the deceivers in my life today, Fish. What about you? If you see the deception, don't overlook it. Do not overlook the deception and sweep it under the rug. If you see red flags, pay attention, because somebody is trying to deceive you. In the meantime, sudden changes on your home front will affect members more than you anticipated. I don't exactly know what that is, but I hope it's for the best. I'm hoping for great changes for the best that's going to affect everybody in my household for the better. That's what I'm praying for. I'm praying for the best of the best. Anything that's going to affect this family and this household is for the absolute best. It's going to empower, enhance who we are. It's going to give us more of what we want and desire in our life. That's the intention I'm speaking over this household and the people that live in it. Yes, that is the one. All right. In the meantime, your sensitivity towards those you love will capture their hearts. No, sometimes it will. Let me just say this. We could be sensitive towards the ones we love, but sometimes that it gets overlooked. And I'm telling y'all, that's why my message today to my family, I'm going to share the message that I put in our family chat with you guys, because you think you're being sensitive. You think you're being like this person to help everybody. And then people spit on you. And then you wonder like, wait a minute, what did I do to deserve that spit? I'm just saying. I had to ask myself that. Right? And then I had to dig deep and figure out, well, okay, so did I discover some things that I wasn't looking for, right? And then I discovered some other things that I wasn't looking for. But it was all good. In the end, it was all good. So I'm going to talk about it. At the end of the show, when I do my inspiration for the day, stick around because you're going to want to hear this, because it made me think, and it's probably going to make you think as well. All right? All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thorson. Now let's get on to some news you can use. There is a fight going on right now, and the fight is over medical care for transgender youth right now. So, there has been a lot of talk about transgender youth and having to get care for those who, their parents say, they want to get them the help they need, the physically gender affirming hormone replacement and surgery and things like that. But Governor Brian Kemp signed a bill into law last Thursday that prevents Georgians under the age of 18 from obtaining gender affirming hormone replacement therapy or surgery. So, but I don't even know how I feel about this, y'all. I really don't. I just, that's a big surgery, and it's huge, right? But I guess at the end of the day, parents know their kids. They know their kids, but that's a big surgery, and so and the hormones, that's big, and so but parents know their kids, and I don't feel like the government should be in people's medical life like that. Like, to me, that is a family situation, right? So a new Georgia law limiting medical care for transgender children is likely to face serious legal challenges, experts say. And the reason that is being because I feel like whenever we give the government the option to make decisions over our lives and our bodies, that's a problem. We saw that whole thing with the state bill that got passed about abortion. I feel like you shouldn't be able to be the government and tell me what to do with my body. Now, under 18, yes, parents should definitely be involved in that. Definitely. But it should be a decision made by parents, not by the government. So that's my thoughts. I'm sticking with it. When it comes to my body and the bodies of my children, that is a decision that should be made by me, not the government. That's just my thought about it. It's my body. The government does not own my body. The government does not own a child's body. That is a decision for the owner of the body that you live in, or the parent of the owner of the body, not the government. That's just my thought. That's all I'm saying. And I know we all got our own opinions about that, but that's mine. But anyway, that's going to be a fight, because there's a lot of kids out there who just, it's a lot going on in this world, Lord. That's all I can say. It is a lot going on. Anyway, to read the full story, go to Gwinnett Daily Post and you'll find out more. It's a long story and it's a lot to go with. It's a lot going on. I'm sure there's going to be lawsuits after lawsuits and standouts and sit-ins and, just everything going on. So just, if you want to read the full story, go to Gwinnett Daily Post. It's there. All right, I'm going to go to a song because that was kind of heavy right there. I'm going to go to a song, and I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Alone, 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 alone with you, my love. So I can show you what I'm gonna do. Alone, 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 alone with you, my love.
Welcome back. I forgot to give my condolences to the families of the people that were tragically shot in Tennessee and Nashville. It's so sad. 3 9-year-old children and 3 adults were killed on Monday by a female shooter, y'all. A female shooter who shot them at school. And it's so at a Christian school. I for the life of me, I can't understand why people feel like they have to, like, why would you want to, like, what kind of state of mind are you in that you would go in and shoot up anything, but for real, kill little kids? Like, what kind of state of mind would you be to kill anybody, but especially a innocent child, right? Who did nothing but go to school that morning. It's just sad. And this was a woman. Like, what was she going through that would make her... she was a 28-year-old Nashville resident. She was once a student at the school that she went and shot up and killed 3 kids. Like, what would make her want to do that? Like, I'm telling y'all. And then here's the thing. Don't overlook when people started acting weird. If you see somebody acting some kind of way and they're out of character and they start saying crazy things and doing sad things, you need to alert somebody. You can't just brush it on the boy like, ooh, that person crazy. Nah, you got to alert somebody. Because, it's just, anyway, my heart goes out and my condolences goes out to the families of those lost to another senseless shooting in Nashville yesterday. It's just sad, and it's, I would love to know, like, what are these people thinking? Like, when they decide to walk in a school and shoot up a school with kids, like little kids who did nothing to you, little kids who don't know you. Well, she was shot and killed herself. She wanted to die and she did. But here's my thing. You didn't have to take other innocent lives with you. You know, you didn't have to do that. but she was shot, and her name was Audrey Hale. She was killed by the police officers during the attack on Monday. And, yeah, she had drew out maps of the school, everything. Like, she used to go to the school. Like, she seriously took time. That was a premeditated murder. She took time to sit there and draw out maps of the school and what she was going to do to go in there and kill people. It's just crazy. Anyway, my condolences go out to the families and the friends of those lost yesterday in a senseless shooting by probably a very sick person who is no longer here to do any more damage. All right, so Gwinnett School Board to consider Superintendent Calvin Watts' contract, called a meeting next week. Will Mr. Watts keep his job, or will he be fired? Yeah, that is the question that's on the listen. That's what's out there in the Gwinnett hemisphere. What is going to happen? Gwinnett County Public Schools announced the county school board will consider Superintendent Calvin Watts' contract months before it expired at a special meeting which will be held at Peachtree Ridge High School next Tuesday. Or is it this Tuesday? Tuesday. Might be today. Anyway, the meeting will take place at 5 p.m. in conjunction with the District 3 area board meeting at the high school. An announcement sent out Friday afternoon says the consideration of Watts' contract and a student discipline appeal are the only issues the board is expected to consider at the called meeting. Now, here's the thing. He was hired when former Superintendent J. Alvin Wilbanks terminated, his contract got terminated 11 months early. So here's a key thing here. J. Alvin Wilbanks was under contract with Gwinnett County Public Schools, right? His contract, and what it said, he got fired 11 months early. He got fired 11 months early. So they said the contract was terminated. He got fired. And now Calvin Watts has been in his job nearly 2 years through his 2-year contract, which expires this summer. Now, the question now becomes is, will he get fired? That's the question. It said there have been rumors circulating on social media in recent weeks that the board might vote to fire Watts this spring, prompting supporters and opponents of the superintendent to speak out at recent meetings. Peachtree Ridge High School is located at 1555 Old Peachtree Road in Suwanee. The call meeting will take place in room 1260. So that's the question. You know, a lot of people are unhappy about, you know, his stance on the curriculum, sex education. You know, they feel like there's not enough. It's a lot. Like, y'all had to go Google him, Dr. Calvin Watts. It's just a lot. It's, again, so much stuff goes on. But he's only in that position 2 years, and people are trying to get him out. I think J. Alvin Wilbanks was in that position like 20-something years, and he stayed there forever until they just got tired of him and the things they said he was doing that did not include everybody. Like, his diversity sucked. I'm just quoting. They just weren't happy, and so apparently they're not happy with. A lot of people are not happy with Mr. Watts either. So the question now becomes, will he be fired? That is a good question, and we will see in the coming months because his contract expires soon. Partnership Gwinnett Vice President Andrew Carnes is joining Georgia Power in economic development role. Yep. A long-time familiar face of the Partnership Gwinnett has left the economic development organization to take a new job at Georgia Power. Andrew Carnes, who had been Partnership Gwinnett's Vice President of Economic Development since 2019, had been with the organization for nearly a decade. He joined Georgia Power this week as a Community and Economic Development Manager for the Northeast region. Georgia Power announced this yesterday. He says, I'm excited to join a fantastic economic development team. And an announcement to his friends on Facebook. He said, I look forward to work with all communities in the Northeast. Congratulations, Mr. Carnes, on your promotion. And moving on up to the South Side. Yeah, he moved to the South Side because we're on the North Side over here. We are on the North Side. Firefighters received the Gwinnett Chamber's Medal of Valor for rescuing mother-daughter from the Chattahoochee River. Yeah, I think I talked about that story earlier this year. Paramedic Captain Jason Weiss and paramedic seniors Fred Rosser and Matthew Burton train each week for what to do when they rescue someone from the swift-moving waters of the Chattahoochee River. They try to make sure that they are familiar with the conditions they could face on the river, especially when the water from Lake Gwinnett is released through the Beaufort Dam, causing the current to pick up quickly. They had to put those skills into use when a mother and daughter was trapped. Now, I think when I first talked about this story, my question was, how in the world did they get trapped? I don't know, but thank God that they were there. Thank God for their swift movements. Thank God for their exceptional training, because without them, that could have been two lives that were lost. So thank God for them, and congratulations on being honored for your work and all that you do. And thank goodness for our team here in Gwinnett County that makes sure our legal team, our legal staff, our law enforcement staff, our medical staff, they're all properly trained to handle situations such as the one that these guys are being honored for. So that's pretty cool. I want to give a shout out to a 7-year-old chosen to be a mini model builder at Lego Discovery Center. Yes, he's already making his moves. He's 7 years old. So Joseph, his name is Joseph okay, I'm about to mess up his name. Satizabal. I'm messing up your name, sugar, but forgive me. Anyway, he's a second grade student at Harbins Elementary. He was elected among the many Lego enthusiasts who participated in a contest to find the first team of young advisors for Lego Discovery Center. He has recently undergone a $5 million renovations. So the Lego Center has recently gone a $5 million renovation. According to a release from Lego, the mini model builders will be the very first to test and advise the team on how to make a visit to the Lego Discovery Center an even more awesome experience. Now, here's the thing, right? This kid is 7 years old. He's about to be an advisor to Lego. Think about that for just 1 second. He's 7, right? And he has been chosen to become an advisor for Lego. Now, I can see that going way, way deep. Past 7 years old. But congratulations, darling. I messed your name up, but congratulations. His name is Joseph. I forget it. I just slaughtered his last name. But anyway, you want to read the full story, go to Gwinnett Daily Post, and you can read it there. All right? All right, I'm going to go to a song. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to give you my word of inspiration. But I'm going to add a little bit to it so I can explain to you the importance of that. So I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to read you what I wrote in my family post this morning as my word of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
I was yours for the taking. Guess I needed a home. But if I'm not mistaken, you were good on your own. Oh, and I know I was drunk enough. Didn't know it would mess me up, yeah. Now I'm truly awakened up. So you wanna talk again, but it's time I do this my way. I don't wanna be your friend. Think we hit our expiration date. I want you to feel the weight, feel the hate that I felt when we came to an end. You don't get to call me up, tell me that you need forgiveness. You're the one who called it off, broke my heart in just a minute. No, you don't get to call it love when it wasn't even close. No, it wasn't even close. I was young, dumb, and broken when I met you that night. Should've known you were something that would mess with my mind. Oh, but I won't put the blame on me. You're the one to be honestly, yeah. 'Cause you can handle emotions. Oh. So you wanna talk again, but it's time to do this my way. I don't wanna be your friend. Think we hit our expiration date. I want you to feel the weight, feel the hate that I felt when we came to an end. You don't get to call me up, tell me that you need forgiveness. You're the one who called it off, broke my heart in just a minute. No, you don't get to call it love when it wasn't even close. No, it wasn't even close. You didn't even say goodbye. No.
so listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I wanted to share my words of inspiration with you today. And this is the one that I shared in my family's chat. So we got a family text that we send out every morning. And this is the one that I shared this morning. It says, we should all remember that we only have one life to live. You get in life what you give in life. If you feel like you're not getting what you want, you must first ask yourself, what have you given? Don't expect people to make you happy, because if you do, you will be disappointed every time. You work on making you happy today. You work on making you happy. Today is a new day, and if God showed you grace and woke you up this morning, be grateful, because you have another chance to live a better life. So make the best of today, because at this moment, that's all you have. Don't dwell in the past, because you can't change it. Pray for a better future. So I'm going to read it again, because somebody needs to hear it again. And it's long, so I want to read it again. We should all remember that we only have one life to live. You get in life what you give in life. If you feel like you're not getting what you want, you must first ask yourself, what have you given? Don't expect people to make you happy, because if you do, you'll be disappointed every time. You work on making you happy. Today is a new day, and if God showed you grace and woke you up this morning, be grateful, because you have another chance to live a better life. So make the best of today, because because at this moment, that's all you have. Don't dwell in the past, because you can't change it. Pray for a better future. And I said, love you all. Make it a great day. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. I don't even need to elaborate on that. Death makes you think about things, especially when it's somebody close to you. And that was my thought for today, because so much has transpired in 24 hours. I can't even share it because it's personal stuff, but it just makes you think about life, right? It makes you think about your life. It makes you think about the life that you are living, the life that you want to live, just life in general. And you have to at some point say, you know what? I need to do more. I need to make me a better me. I need to get better at being a better me. That's what I said to myself. I need to get better at being a better me. I need to find out why I do the things I do. And here's the thing. When you put it out to the universe or to God, He'll give you the answers, but you got to be listening, right? Which means you got to be quiet. I had two things that disturbed me before I went to bed last night, and I got two answers to those things this morning, and I feel so much better. Like, you could probably hear the clarity in my voice that I feel so much better. If you had talked to me yesterday, which you couldn't, because I didn't even after my uncle's passing, when I tell y'all I was completely shut down, I was. And the only thing that takes my mind off my troubles, believe it or not, and I used to wouldn't even watch reality TV, is reality TV, right? So I watched a whole, what was it called? The Queens of R&B. I watched the whole, I think it had 4 or 5 episodes, The Queens of R&B. That kept my mind off of my troubles, off of my pain, and I was able to just take a minute to clear my head from the passing of my uncle, but also all the things that were bothering me at that time. And so I spent some time doing that. But then when I woke up this morning, I realized I got to do better at being a better me. And so that's what made me write that message this morning in my family's text box, because I figure, a lot of stuff goes on, and, we want to blame folks and blame yourself, because if you're waiting for anybody to make you happy, you're waiting for the wrong person. Let me say that again. If you're waiting for anybody to make you happy, you're waiting for the wrong person. You make you happy. If you can't make you happy, if you can't make yourself happy, seriously, how do you expect somebody else to make you happy? And then you gotta take responsibilities for your own actions. Like, I was beating myself up because I couldn't understand, why would I do something for other folks and not do the same thing for other people, until God showed me this is why. And I was like, oh, because I had forgotten. And I beat myself up about it until He showed me this morning, Audrey, this is why. And I was like, that's why. Because I know me, and I know I'm a helping person. And I was really beating myself up. I'm like, why would I not? And He was like, this why? And I was like, that's right. That's right. And then I felt a lot better, because I had forgotten why I didn't do something for one person that I would have done for anybody. And I was like, why wouldn't I do it for that person? And God's like, this why you wouldn't, because you tried to. You tried to do it for that person, and they pushed you away. And I was like, that is right. I forgot about that. But anyway, I am still working on being a better me. And I suggest you guys do the same thing. And don't dwell on the past, because the past is gone. You can't change it. Yes, you may be hurt, but you need to ask yourself why you hurt. Why are you hurt by somebody else's actions? And you need to ask yourself, what did you give? Why you got your hands on and you want somebody to give to you? What did you give? I'm a giver. I'm always giving. Right? I'm always giving. My husband will tell you, I will give. I'm a giver. I'm always giving. What did you give? But here's the thing. When I give, I'm not looking for anything back. I'm giving because it's coming from my heart. I'm giving because I see a need. That's why I give. Now, if you're giving because you want something back, you're giving for the wrong reason. If you're not giving anything at all, and you're not doing anything nice for people, and you're not supporting folks, and so how do you expect that to happen for you? I'm going to tell you right now, there have been people who I've reached out to support me in the past who have not even acknowledged that I reached out. But then they want to be upset because they feel like I haven't reached out. But here's the thing. I have reached out, and they told me no. So when you tell me no, I ain't going to reach out no more. Because my thing is, if I reached out to help and you said no, I'm not reaching out again. I'm not begging you to help you. So anyway, as y'all can see, I got a lot of stuff going on. I said earlier, I got a lot of work to do on myself. Listen, I'm transparent with mine. I know who I am, and I'm trying to get better at finding out the rest of who I am. I suggest you do the same. So all I got for you today, could have been anywhere in the world, but spend the last 52 minutes with me. And I love and appreciate you for that. Again, thank you for all of the prayers and condolences for my uncle out there and my family at this time. I appreciate that. Thank you all for listening. Y'all could have been anywhere, but y'all spent some time with me. And as always, I love you and appreciate you for that. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. So listen, you stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.